Hello chess friends and welcome to the channel. I'm back with the second video of the day. It's another important game for Team USA that is fighting to reach the second spot in the standings and to reach the super final against China. In the game that we are going to watch together, Jorge Cori, the grandmaster from Peru with the white pieces, playing for the rest of the world against Wesley So with black, of course, playing for Team USA. Let's get started. Jorge Cori opens with d4, Wesley So answers with knight to f6, knight to f3, d5, c4, here comes e6, knight to c3, and now bishop to e7, we are in the queen's gambit, declined of course. Bishop to g5 is the main continuation, here comes h6, attacking the bishop, bishop back to h4, and now d captures on c4. White continues with the best move, that is e3, now the bishop is attacking c4, but why not e4? Let's go back one move and let's briefly watch this variation. e4 is a sort of mistake because here comes knight captures on e4, the bishop is 2 times under attack, so white must capture on e7, so bishop captures, the knight captures on c3, targeting the queen, bishop captures and knight captures, rook captures, king captures, the bishop recaptures on c4, but at the end of the day, black won a pawn, also isolating d4 with only 2 minor pieces on the board, and we know that less pieces on the board there are, and more this isolated pawn becomes a weakness, so that's why e4 is not played. But let's go back to our game. We said Wesley So captures with the pawn on c4, here comes e3, and now c5, this is a good variation, immediately putting pressure on the center, postponing short castle. Bishop captures on c4, c captures on d4, and now the knight recaptures on d4. Bishop to d7, of course controlling c6. Wesley So already played this variation last year against Ding, and he won the game with the black pieces in 41 moves. Here comes short castle, and only now that white just played short castle, also black castles, so short castle for black. Queen to e2, knight to c6, and now rook in f goes to d1. Queen to b6 and bishop back to g3, this is a novelty, and the game, after 30 moves, is now completely original. Knight capture on d4, the rook recaptures on d4, and now rook in f goes to d8. Rook in a goes to d1, Wesley So continues with bishop to c6, with black immediately fighting against the double rooks, that if not, can become too strong. And here comes h3, rook captures, and now the second rook moves to d8, because if white doesn't exchange, it will be black to exchange here on d4, isolating the pawn, so rook capture on d8 we check, and now the queen recaptures on d8. The game is more or less equal. Here comes bishop to b5, that is not a bad idea at all, because the bishop was hitting the pawn chain, so not useful at all. And now queen to d7, bishop captures, and queen to d3. Here comes a6, bishop to h4, because white is struggling to find a good position for this bishop. A different idea is to play f3, opening a way back for the bishop. In any case, bishop to h4 is not bad at all. And Wesley So continues with b5. So here comes b3, g5, attacking the bishop, bishop back to g3, and now knight to d7. Knight to e2, the idea is to centralize the knight, but Wesley So arrives first. Knight to c5 with tempo against the queen, and now queen to d4. Knight to e4, attacking the bishop, and we notice that the active pieces of the black player are already creating problems. Now, moving the bishop away doesn't work. In fact, Cori doesn't move the bishop, not to h2 and not to e5. Let's watch what happens after bishop back to h2. This move is really bad, and queen to c2, protecting the knight, also attacking this knight, and the knight can't move away because f2 is also under attack. This move is already almost winning. Going back to our knight to e4, targeting the bishop. Also, bishop to e5 doesn't work. Maybe after bishop to e5, black is not winning, but surely black will be able to put constant pressure against white's position, because queen to c2 is again strong. Here comes f3, knight to c5, and now knight away, knight to g3. Knight to d3, targeting f2. Bishop to h8, the idea is to give checkmate e1, so the black bishop must move to f8, controlling g7. Knight to e4, and now knight to e1. Queen to b2, only move that is defending the second rank and also defending from mate. Defending from mate, but not completely equalizing, because here comes queen capture. On g2 we check, the queen recaptures. Knight capture, the bishop is under attack, better to bring back the bishop. Bishop to c3. Now, of course, in this position, not let's explain better this move. So better to bring back the bishop and not to capture, losing the bishop and playing a pawn less and also a bishop versus the knight. So at least now the material is equal. Of course, white is a pawn down. Then in this position, of course, not knight capture, because this move lose the game if you want to grab another pawn, because here comes knight to f6 we check. The king must move to the dark squares, and now knight to g4, discover a check, wins the piece. So in this position, with bishop back to c3, best move for white, but there is also a good move for black, knight to h4, and of course, black is better. So let's go back to our game. We said with the knight jump to e4, targeting the bishop, not possible for Cori to move away the bishop. In fact, he continues with f3. But the knight captures the bishop, the knight recaptures, and Wesley So is, in the end game, bishop versus knight. Queen to c1 we check, and this is the real critical moment of the game. Not simple with little time on the clock. Understand that knight to f1 not played by Cori, a move that auto-pins the knight, to understand that this is the only good move. In fact, here comes bishop to c5 and queen to e5, and white can hold this end game. Instead, after queen to c1 we check, going back to our game, Cori continues with king to h2. This is a mistake, and let's watch what happens. It happens that Wesley So moves the queen back to c7, pinning this knight. Now bishop to d6 is coming and is winning the game. So that's why Cori continues with f4. But here comes bishop to c5 with tempo against the queen. Queen to c3, and now g captures on f4. This is the winning move. The winning move because white can't capture the pawn, because after e capture on f4 there is bishop to g1, a piece sacrifice that wins the queen. So after g captures on f4, only move is to move away the knight that is under attack, knight to e4, and f captures on e3 we check. Wesley So is 2 pawns up with the discovery check. Here comes g3, bishop to d6, trying to exchange the queens, and now queen captures on e3, regains at least 1 pawn. But the white king is now exposed, so queen to c2 we check, king to h1, queen to b1 we check, king to g2, and now queen captures. On a2 we check. Again, Wesley So is 2 pawns up. King to f3, now bishop to e7, important move controlling the knight jump we check on f6. If now queen captures on h6, there is the black queen that not only recaptures the pawn, but also we check. So here comes queen to c3. The idea is to give check from c8. So queen to b1, queen to c8 we check, king to h7, and now queen to e8, attacking both the bishop and the unprotected pawn on f7. Seems a strong move, but Wesley So has the answer. The answer is queen to d3 we check, also watching this knight. When the king moves away to f2, it's not a good idea to capture the knight, because white will capture we check. So the most important thing is to protect the pawn. King to g7, and now after queen captures and queen captures, after b4, here comes queen to d4 we check, and in this position Jorge Cori resigns, because a queen and pawn endgame with 2 pawns up, and especially with the pass pawn, is a simple win for Wesley So. So this was another important victory for Team USA. Let's read the standings. China first with 15 points, USA second with 11, and Team Europe third with 10 points. Then far from them, India and Russia with 5 points, rest of the world with only 2 points. So tomorrow's games will be decisive. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But for now, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.